All right, good morning, everyone. I'm gonna try to get you out as fast and efficiently as possible. And I'm gonna try to get you out in the order that you came in. Madam Interpreter, whenever you're ready, Ms. Williams. Madam Interpreter, can you state your name for the record and your qualification, please? Madam Interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sweetie.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you state your name and please for the record?
Tanya Ganam.
All right, Ms. Gannon, can you raise your right hand, please? No, Ms. Gannon, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the matter now before the court not divulge confidential communications, so help you God?
I do.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
No, it's not Spanish, it's Arabic.
Arabic. I'm sorry, Arabic.
I am for Ganam's case.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will interpret from Arabic to English and English to Arabic to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right, very well. This is the city of Detroit.
هذه القضية تبع مدينة ديترويت.
نعم.
Yes.
Versus Amran Ganem, case number SP 1680787, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance to the record, please.
ضد عمران غانم SP 168077871.
نعم.
Yes.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Ganem.
قول اسمك سيد عمران.
عمران غازي غانم.
عمران غازي غانم.
Morning to you,
Honor,
sir.
for purposes of arraignment, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
كانت تريد تلتزم الصمت بهالقضية.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond.
رح يدخلك كغير وهلا بترجع.
نعم.
Mr. Berry, get your client an updated offer, Mr. Ganem. Mr. Berry's going to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
يعني تلتزم الصمت بس حق من حقوقك انك تسوي محكمة.
نعم.
Yes.
All right. Join the breakout room, please.
اوكي ادخل على الغرفة. سوي join.
All right, City of Detroit. I'm gonna need you to be quiet. I'm gonna need you to be quiet. The City of Detroit versus Enrique Guevara, case number SP 165-06291. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. Cherika Harris, P 72832 on behalf of Mr. Guevara. Please state your name for the record.
Enrique Guevara.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. I'm going to get you in the breakout room, Miss Harris. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, right? Join the room, please. Past the matter. Let's call Mr. Are you there already, Mr. Ogletree? Not yet. All right, let's call the city of Detroit versus, I'm sorry. Let's call the city of Detroit versus J.C. Cahill Trucking LLC. Strike that. State of Michigan versus J.C. Trucking LLC. Case number SX447086441. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm George Howell, P74468, appearing on behalf of Cahill Trucking, and they have given me the authority to resolve this matter on their behalf.
Okay. Have you gotten the resolution, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I've spoken with the city attorney and showed him proof that the registration is valid now, and he has agreed to dismiss the citation.
All right, case is going to be dismissed for providing valid documentation. There's nothing further, Counselor. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
On the iPhone, I just let you in the room. iPhone, can you unmute yourself? And I just let you in the room. Can you start your video and state your name, please?
Okay.
What is your name, sir? Say that again. You need to take your hat off, sir, please.
Is it Matthew Lundy?
Lundy?
Yes.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Lundy.
Hi, Madam Clerk. Hi, Your Honor. Sorry.
Lundy.
Yeah. It's Mr. Matthew Lundy.
All right. Anybody ready, Mr. Barry? You ready?
I'm working on two cases, Your Honor.
All right, let's call the city of Detroit versus Christina Marie Gandy, case number SP165936461. Appearance for the record, please.
Aaron Ogletree, on behalf of Ms. Ganty. Ms. Ganty, can you unmute, state your name?
Yes, Your Honor. Christina M. Gandy.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. You want a trial date, Mr.
Yes, she's respectfully requesting a bench trial date.
Okay.
It's cold up there.
June 6th, 2025 at 9 a.m., Ms. Gandy, if there's nothing further. Have a very good, there's already a trial date set, April the 17th.
Yeah, I was about to say that Your Honor, that's what I have as well. I already had a trial date.
Is that good for you, Mr. Ogletree?
That's fine if you want to keep that date.
April the 17th. All right. If there's nothing further, April the 17th, best of luck to you at 9 a.m. Best of luck to you, Ms. Gandy. Have a very good day.
Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Also have Destiny Gilbert ready.
Your Honor, we need a Spanish interpreter, please, and thank you.
And for who is that?
Mr. Guevara.
City of Detroit versus Destiny Gilbert, case number B13656324, B13656424, 13656524. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, over to and about for Miss Destiny Gilbert. Ms. Gilbert, can you unmute and state your name?
State your name, please.
Destiny Gilbert.
All right, Ms. Gilbert, it is the date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Ogletree, what would you like to do?
This is a special request of a bench trial date.
A bench trial date as well? Oh, let's see. This one.
Come on.
That's set already to trial, 4/17/2025, 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, ma'am, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
All right,
Thank you. You too.
This Bashir Al-Gham,
Yes, Your Honor, Bashir Al-Ghim.
Ghanium. I don't know if you're in the right courtroom, are you?
I'm here for, it should be for a civil infraction. I have the court number.
Hold on one second.
Yes, Your Honor.
What number do you have?
SP 164-93-361.
Your attorney? Oh, you're an officer.
I'm an officer, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, officer. All right. Willie, let's call it. Let's call it. City of Detroit versus, this is for you, Ms. Harris, versus Winifred Little Green, case number SP 164-93361. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, I'm here.
That's Mr. I have Mr. Taylor in here. Let's go.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Taylor, P57166. On behalf of Ms. Green, it was my understanding of Mr. Reagan, if she took the class, this case would be dismissed. Thank you. He said he talked to the prosecutor.
Hold on. And Mr. Lewis, is somebody on that Janetta Lewis that's making too much noise? You're gonna have to mute yourself, please.
All right.
All right. Now, you're standing in for Phil Reagan?
Yes.
Attorney Phil Reagan?
Yes.
All right, with Mr. Green, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Ms. Green.
Is Miss Green?
Yes.
Ms.
Yeah,
Green,
Winifred. Good morning. Good morning. Winifred Little Green.
Okay. All right. So where is the proof of the class? Did you take the class, Ms. Green?
Yes, I did.
Can you send me that?
I think attorney has it.
Reagan has a copy of it. I can use it too.
Reagan does have a copy of it?
Yes.
And you established that?
I do.
All right, Mr. Bowman,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor is indicating that if Ms. Green took this class, then you'd be willing to dismiss the ticket.
Yes, Your Honor, may it please the court, Victor Bowman for the people, P33764. I spoke with Mr. Reagan about this ticket yesterday. I have no objection to dismissal, subject to the fact that she completed the course.
All right, Officer, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Bashir Al-Ghim, and would like to dismiss it.
Okay, badge number and
It'll be 289. I'm for the 5th precinct.
very good. All right, you be safe out there, officer. Have a very good rest of your day. Based on the representations of Mr. Taylor, he's seen the document or is confirmed with Mr. Reagan. They're both officers of the court that had the document. Miss Green, we're going to dismiss the ticket. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You have a great day.
All right, have a very good day. Best of luck to you all.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Have a very good day, Mr. Taylor. Good to see you.
May I see Mr. Bowman in 4?
Absolutely.
Please.
Your Honor,
Yes.
with my limited knowledge, I was able to ask Mr. Guevara if he had a valid license. He indicates that he does. However, because of the blurriness of the screen, I can't see it, but it's more so a license from his native country of Mexico.
Yeah, but that's not an international license, though, is it? All right, here we go. We'll get him an interpreter. This is the city of Detroit versus Terrell Gordon. Case number 111-61771. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Harris.
Sherica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gordon, please state your name.
Terrell Gordon.
Good morning to you, Mr. Gordon. Today
Good
is
morning.
the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Counselor, go ahead.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Whether or not guilty plea of client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. I'll get your client an updated offer. Keep in mind, if your client doesn't like the updated score, Ms. Harris is going to get you an offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, and then she's gonna come in and have a conversation with you, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Mr. Miller, have you taken care of your issue yet?
Sorry, Judge. I checked in and I was asked to unmute, so that's when I spoke up. I'll just be waiving my client's appearance. I don't see the officer here yet, so we got a little time.
Yeah, some officer waiting room. So who's your client?
Or maybe he's here. Is mine here, Mr. Churro?
I don't know. Who's your client first?
Matthew Green. Sorry, Judge.
Yes.
Now, how's it a formal hearing on a misdemeanor?
I thought it was a civil infraction, Judge.
Is that a civil infraction?
It's a pedestrian crossing a pedestrian walkway.
So that's Charles Turner. I don't know if he's going to show or not. All right, you have till he has a few more minutes. Let me know at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
Ooh. You ready, Mr. Berry?
Ready, Your Honor. As to Mr. Gannon.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gannon. Mr. Gannon, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
السيد غانم انه صار عندك مجال انك تكلمت مع المحامي، عم بيسأل المحامي شو الوضع صار.
نعم.
Your Honor, my client has shown valid insurance and registration, and per the prosecutor, the improper plates matter will be dismissed.
الموكلة فرجة انه عنده تأمين ومسجل السيارة، واللوحة رح يلغوها.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gannon, case dismissed. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
خلص السيد غانم، حظ سعيد لإلك.
شكرا كثير.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye.
Thank you. باي باي. مع السلامة.
Okay, bye.
Awesome.
Is there anything else, Your Honor, before I log out to assist you?
Can ask if anyone else needs your services.
حدا بده عربي؟
All right. Thank you, Ms. Mountain.
Thank you.
Time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye.
This is the city of Detroit versus Juanita Lewis, case number SP 1672556, SP 1686842, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Over, that's Barry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lewis.
Juanita Lewis.
Good morning. Good morning to you, Ms. Lewis. Today
Good
is the
morning.
day set for a pretrial. Mr. Berry, she has 3 off docket matters that alleged to have happened after this court date. So after this matter, those I have a failure to use turn signal. I have insufficient or defective lights, and I have a no insurance proof civil infraction. All 3 of those are civil infractions. Ms. Lewis, we're going to treat it like a one-stop shop for you. We're going to get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll put you in the trial room with Mr. Berry.
I'd just like you to restate those off docket matters.
A no insurance proof, a failure to use turn signal, and an insufficient defective lights. Ms. Lewis, you're welcome. Join the breakout room, Ms. Lewis, and speak to Mr. Berry, please.
All right.
Mr. Berry, what time is Ms. Lewis docketed for?
8:35.
8:35.
8:35. All right. Thank you.
Hello.
On at 313, telephone at 31739, 8961. Good morning to you. What is your name, please? 313-739-8961. You're on the phone. Good morning to you. What is your name?
Good morning, sir. Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Kenneth Lewis Jr. Are you the one that was in here the other day that did not want to take your hat off?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
All right, zoom in, please. Zoom in. All right, let's let a couple other people in.
That's why I called in, sir. So if we could proceed, I'd like to get.
No, you're gonna before we proceed, you're gonna zoom in, sir.
That's why I called in, sir. You can hear my voice. I don't see what would be the problem.
All right, I don't. Okay, so you're coming in person now. You're gonna come in person. So
sir,
don't tell
you hear
me
my voice. What is the block? Why do you want to see my face? What's wrong with you?
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Confused.
Different cost of living, even standard living.
All right, City of Detroit on that where is that device? TCLT432W. All right, Officer Salanti, is that Salam?
I'm sorry, sir. I just realized I wasn't muted. Was I too loud?
Yeah, good morning to you. Who's your defendant?
Cody James O'Neill.
Cody James O'Neill. Is O'Neill here yet? All right, we'll wait on that. Lisa Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Harris, do you have anyone? All right, let's go back on the record with, can we check Sherelle Gordon's license, please? Thank
you. Your Honor?
Yes.
Could I have access to the breakout rooms, please?
You may.
Thank you.
Ayala, okay, he's on the docket. Very good. Do you have a valid license, Mr. Ayala?
It's suspended at the moment, or actually, it's not suspended anymore. It got lifted back in February.
Check his driver's license as well, too.
What's his name again?
Ayala, I'm gonna print it out. All right, on the level 4, I have Lisa. Lydia Hayes. All right, that's cutoff time for officers on the formal hearing, so I don't know if that gets you where you need to be, Mr. Let's call it, this is the city of Detroit, it's Mr. Miller, your city of Detroit versus Matthew Green, case number SP 126, well, strike that, SP 1682481. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge Clay Miller, P86291 here on behalf of Mr. Green. I make a motion to waive his appearance today, Judge, for the ticket as a civil infraction.
Yep. Attorney need agreement on this. Yeah, is that correct? You have the authority to enter into the agreement on this behalf, correct, counsel?
That is correct, Judge. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna waive his presence. Is there Officer Charles Turner? Officer Charles Turner. Hearing no response and having not seen that officer join the breakout room, make sure that this is not Officer Turner. On the Galaxy A 16 5G, that's not Officer Turner. What is your name, sir? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Stephen Lydell.
And then let me make sure this iPhone is not. On the telephone at 313-419-5998. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Latavia Lindsay.
All right, good morning, Miss Lindsay. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Green. I'm going to dismiss the case for no officer. If there's nothing further, Mr. Miller, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Nothing further. Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Usual. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon, I'm going to dismiss your case. You have a valid driver's license. Have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck to you. I'm going to waive the warrant fee, but you're going to owe a $45 reinstatement fee. Okay.
Okay.
You can pay that down at 36 District Court, pay it at the kiosk or online, or they got multiple ways of paying. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good day.
You too.
City of Detroit versus Gerardo Ayala, case number SP 120557771. Ms. Harris, appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Ayala, please state your name for the record.
Gerardo Ayala. Good morning, Your Honor.
And for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea in your client's behalf, give your client $0 fine. Mr. Ayala, I'm going to dismiss your case as well. He has a valid restricted license. All right. Best of luck to you, summer wait with warrant fee, and have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. On the Ms. Gonzalez, are you there?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. This is the City of Detroit versus Lisa Gonzalez. Case number is SP 139-39881, SP 1670508, counts 1, counts 2, SP 16705, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1677460, counts 1 and counts 2. State of Michigan versus Lisa Gonzalez, case number SX 4256197, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Lisa Gonzalez.
Sharika Harris on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez.
You stated your name already, ma'am. Strike count 3 of that SX 4256197 ticket off the record. That's in default, been in default for over a year, maybe some months. 2 tickets are in default. Expired plate 174, she's paid it down to $81, and the expired plate on that state ticket 174. Ms. Gonzalez, Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room and have a conversation with Ms. Harris.
Okay, thank you.
Try to read it, please. Mr. Berry, are you ready? Oh, he's not. Any attorneys? Mr. Dupree, good morning to you. What is your client's name? iPhone. Unmute yourself, please, and turn your camera on and state your name, please.
United Lundy.
No, already talked to you, Mr. Lundy. The other gentleman, black shirt. Good morning to you.
Albert. Good morning, sir.
What is your name?
Gilbert.
Calvin Gilbert.
Albert Gilbert. Yes.
Albert Gilbert. All right, Mr. Gilbert, your matter is set for trial. I'm gonna give the officer a half-hour grace period from 9 o'clock. The officer doesn't show by 9:30. We'll get you out of here. If the officer does show, we'll get you in a breakout room with the defense counsel, and they'll get you an updated offer. If you don't like it, we'll have the trial. All right.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Here's that iPhone. Well, what's your name, sir?
Darian Glover.
Darian who?
Darian Glover.
Glover, or good morning to you, Mr. Glover.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Mr. Miller here. All right, I'm just waiting on a lawyer now.
Yes, sir.
You got to take your hat off, Mr. Glover, please.
Yes, sir.
On that Rebel 4, that was Miss Lydia Gates. Good morning, Miss Gates.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, officers. Wait a minute. I misnamed Tredaria Glover. I put this person as to Darian Glover. Start your video, please. Let me see who that is. No, not you, Mr. Glover. I need to rename the other person and make it correct.
Yes, sir.
That is Mr. Delbert, right? Correct. Okay. That's Mr. Delbert. This would be Mr. Darian. All right, we're just waiting on a lawyer. Who else do we have? Light. This Light, you can run her license and see if she has a valid license.
I didn't hear you, sir.
No, I'm speaking to Miss Mathis. And we can get the Spanish interpreter.
I did call.
It's like license valid.
No, it's restricted.
It's restricted. It's restricted. It's valid.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
You have a file for that?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
City of Detroit. Versus Shanisha White, and she paid a related civil infraction. Case number SP 159-85651. It's Light. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench where I'm here not guilty plea on your behalf. I'm going to give you a $0 bond, and I'm going to dismiss this case that provided valid documentation. Plus, you paid that civil infraction. If there's nothing further around, I'm going to waive the warrant fee. You have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck to you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Well. Anybody ready? She was at 8:30 in the rain. Ms. Lamar.
I'm here. Good morning.
Do you have valid license, registration, and insurance?
No.
Okay.
Levante, why did you put your charger on your phone? Your phone better go dead.
Officer Turner.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
We already called it. Half hour
Go again,
grace
sir.
period. Is that, you say that again?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Your Honor.
A half hour grace period from the time it's scheduled for you here on Green.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just for future reference, a half hour grace period from the time scheduled for. So if the day is 8:30, you have until 9. Right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, be safe, all right?
You as
Very
well.
good rest of the day. All right, thank you. All right, let's go with
Your Honor, I need Miss Lewis back in the breakout room.
And this Miss Lewis.
Return to the breakout room 2, please, Miss Lewis. You should have it already there. Let me move her around to make sure she gets the front. All right, Attorney Puda, who do you have? Good morning to you.
Good morning. I have O'Neill, Cody O'Neill.
Miss Cody O'Neill here. Oh, it's all civil infractions?
Civil infraction, Your Honor. Has the officer checked in, Your Honor?
Don't know yet. Let me see. This is City of Detroit versus Cody James O'Neill. Case numbers.
I checked in, sir.
SP 1664119 counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Julian Puda on behalf of Cody O'Neill.
All right, officer, can you put your appearance on for Cody O'Neill? Is that officer? So let me see who the officer is.
Salome.
Solomon. Okay, good morning to you. Can you state your name and the badge number for the record, please? And
Badge number 234.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Badge number 2234. Let me try moving to a different room.
And state your name. State your name, please, officer.
Jamal Salome, sir.
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. Counsel Puda, can you, what about your client's presence?
Your Honor, I'm asking that you waive my client's presence.
You have the full authority to enter the agreement on his behalf?
Yes, Your Honor.
Waive the presence. I'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowman and have a conversation, see if you can work it out.
All right.
If not, we'll have a formal hearing.
All right.
Join the room.
Council, meet me in breakout room 4, please.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Let's check Lisa Gonzalez's license, please. License is valid, Miss Harris.
We are ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, there's a recommendation where the failing to signal on turn or leaving curb would be amended to blockading, with the remaining matters being dismissed. We stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis, and we stipulate to probable cause for the dismissal.
You want to take the deal, ma'am?
Yes.
Those stipulations, I'm going to find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. I will dismiss the other matters.
Want them here? Want them through?
$175, when can you pay?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Your Honor.
$175, when can you pay?
Can you give me at least 2 weeks?
Pay it by, April, come on, you have to be quiet, please. April the 10th, 2025. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, ma'am. If it's something further, best. Have a very good rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. You as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
This is the city of Detroit versus Stephanie Rose Orozco, case number SB 166911561. Appearing for the record, please. Ms. Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Orozco, please state your name for the record.
Stephanie Rose Orozco.
Orozco, I apologize.
That's okay.
Today's date and time set for a pre-trial. Ms. Orozco, Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer tonight. Unlike the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the breakout room and have a conversation, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail herself of the people's current offer, which is to allow her to enter a plea to impeding traffic for the off-docket failure to use turn signal. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
You want to take the deal, ma'am?
Yes.
Stipulate to the facing the ticket on behalf of your client as an accurate factual basis. Responsible plea, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175, ma'am. When can you pay it?
By June the 25th.
June the 25th?
Yeah, but that's 3 months from here, from now.
No, that's too long. Why 3 months for $175, ma'am?
Because I'm on a fixed income.
I don't even have to, that's an awful long time. June 27, 2025, pay it any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you're gonna upload the DivDat app to your phone. She indicates she's on a fixed income. I'll find the cost and give her that amount of time. Have a good day, Miss Lewis. Best of luck to you. Pay it and pay it, close it out, all right?
When is it? June the 20, what day you giving me?
June 27th.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week.
You as well, thank you. This is the city of Detroit versus Melania Roberta Lamar, case number SP 1636752, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the question, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lamar.
Melanie Roberta Lamar.
Ms. Lamar, good morning to you. Sorry about the mispronunciation of your name.
Good morning.
Set for a show cause, purpose of arraignments, counsel, I've entered not guilty plea in your client's behalf. I'll give your client a $0 bond. And she has an off docket matter of an expired plate. I have no issue with setting the matter aside. The city has no issue and no objection to it. Ms. Lamar, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him. He's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, man.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Puda, are you ready?
What channel is it?
All right, you gotta keep it quiet, Mr. Lydell.
Oh, sorry, sir.
I'm gonna mute you, so you're gonna have to unmute yourself when we call your name. Officer Hooks, who are you here on? Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. I'm here on Destiny Gilbert.
She's gone. Destiny Gilbert.
I think,
how did that happen?
yeah, Mr. Ogletree said that there were trial dates for both Christina Gandy and Destiny Gilbert already scheduled.
Yes, April 17th, April 17th. Best of luck to you. Be safe out there.
Okay, April 17th.
Good morning, officer.
How's it going, sir?
Good morning. I'm very well with you. So
Pretty good.
A. Brown?
Yes, sir.
What's the first name stand for?
Albert.
Albert. And who is your defendant?
Should be Anthony Orr Jr., I believe. Might have that wrong.
No, I think it's, we have a Jason.
Jason Anthony.
Yeah. All right. He's here.
Yeah, I'm in
Ms. Cox, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning.
Can you state your name for the record, please?
Maria Cox, C-O-X.
And can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly and accurately and impartially interpret in a manner now before the court not divulge confidential communications with God?
I do.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability, you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
I do.
Very good. You had a question, Ms. Cox?
No, I didn't, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Okay, very good. Mr. Bowman, are you for? All right, we're just waiting on a lawyer to see if we can get rid of any other cases. Scott, and let's see, Officer Scott, good morning to you. You are here on Officer Scott, good morning to you. You are here on Romeo Gray Horton, so we'll give him till 10. Attorney Dupree, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Who's your client?
Judge, I've got Stephen Liddell.
All right, he's here.
It is set for trial, Judge. Do we know if the officer appeared?
Yeah. City of Detroit versus Stephen Liddell. Case number is SP 164-12241, SP 164-6979, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 164-7570, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 164-78931. Appearance for the record, please.
Matthew Dupree, 0132, attorney for the defendant. Mr. Liddell, would you state your name, please?
Stephen Liddell.
All right, that's the 9 o'clock, 9:30 No more officers after now, so Officer Cramo is here. I don't know if Officer Hornshaw is here.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, good morning to you. And
Morning, sir.
yes, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cases into the record, and we counted more into the record, but I think they're all related. So Officer Hornshaw, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? Name, badge, number, department.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Hornshaw here, badge S1154.
And that Detroit Police.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. All right, Officer Brown, can you put your appearance on the record, please? Name, badge, number, and department. He was in the breakout room with Mr. Holman. So Officer Cramo, you're there.
Officer Cramo, that's on 1410, Detroit Police Department, 11th Precinct.
Good morning to you. Mr. Barrett, Mr. I'm going to put your client, Mr. Dupree, in breakout room number 5. Mr. Lydell, state your name for the record. Did you already do that, Mr. Lydell? You did.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put you in 5. Wait on Mr. Dupree to come and see you. He's going to try to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, today is the day and time set for trial.
Yes, sir.
Pass the matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can I ask in regards to my client, Gilbert, Delbert Gilbert, has the officer appeared?
Delbert Gilbert. I thought
Yeah,
it
that's
was
my
Delbert.
client.
What's Gilbert? I thought it was Destiny Gilbert, the officer, was supposed to be here.
No, that one was set for a pretrial.
So Hoskins is Hoskins here? Yeah, he was just here. We need to get him back.
Okay.
I thought he said Gilbert. And attorney Ant Williams. Let's see if we can get Hoskins back. Go in the breakout room and let Mr. Bowman know.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're just waiting on the lawyer. Adrian Guzman, good morning. Do you need an interpreter, sir?
Señor Guzmán, ¿usted necesita un intérprete? Adrián Guzmán, por favor, prenda su micrófono. ¿Usted necesita un intérprete?
Sí, señorita. Buenos días.
Yes, he says yes, Your Honor. Yo soy la intérprete y lo mismo para usted, señor Guevara. I did tell Mr. Guevara I was the interpreter because that's who I was called for, but I'd be happy to do both.
Adrian Guzman, buenos dias. His case number, if you need it, this computer's kind of slow. Let's see. Is Mitchell here? Officer Mitchell here? Is Kenny Lamar here? Gerard? Yes, he's here.
Hello.
Jared Mitchell, Officer Jared Mitchell, are you here? This is the city of Detroit versus Kenny Lamar Gerard, case number SP 1639607, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record. Good morning to you, Mr. Gerard.
Good morning.
State your name for the record, please.
Kenny Gerard.
You get that? You got it. All right, there's date and time set for a trial. I've called out Officer Jared Mitchell, and I have no response. I don't see that officer in either on my list or in the breakout room. I'm gonna dismiss the case, sir. No officer.
Okay.
If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, counselor. Who's your client? Good morning, counselor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Bernier.
Yes, Your Honor. Here for Corey Lee. I'm sorry I'm late. I actually missed this on my schedule. I was at a status conference in Macomb County.
Corey Lee. Corey Lee. Corey Lee. This is the city of Detroit versus Corey James Lee. Case number SP 166-16321. Here for the record, please.
For the record, Joel Bernier appearing on behalf of Corey Lee.
Mr. Lee, is Mr. Lee present? If you are you asking to waive his presence, counsel?
I'm asking to waive his presence with this.
You have the authority to enter any agreement on his behalf.
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'll waive the client's presence. Mr. Officer Robinson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Hey, good morning, sir. Officer Willie Robinson, badge 2590, Detroit Police.
Good morning to you. Day is date and time set for a formal hearing. Mr. Bernier, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowman. He's the city attorney. See if you can work something out about this and then let us know what you want to do when you come up. Right?
Thank you, Judge.
Let's pass the matter. All right. Are we ready on anyone? Let's go back on the record. Ms. Orozco. Ms. Orozco, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, your client wants a trial date.
Yes, please, and thank you, Your Honor.
Our trial date is going to be June the 6th, 2025, Mr. Orozco, at 9 a.m. If you don't have any further questions, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, okay? Mr. Orozco, are you there?
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Yes, thank you very much.
All right, very much welcome. Have a very good day.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Officer Lucas.
Sir.
I don't see you, I don't know, who are you here on?
I'm here on Mr. Grimes.
Grimes?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. Okay. Then, he hasn't showed, I don't think yet. Give him till 10 o'clock. Lewis, Miss Lewis.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. The correct pronunciation of your first name, man. Miss Lewis. Miss Lewis. I don't see you, man. No, I don't hear you.
It would be Naila.
Naila, I don't see you. Okay, good morning to you. This is the city of Detroit.
You don't see me on the camera?
Yeah, I see you now. This is the city of Detroit versus Naila, Jalen Lewis.
I don't know. I can see the
case number SP 1268091, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Lewis, please state your name for the record.
Naila Lewis.
All right, Ms. Lewis, today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there an officer, Gwendolyn Akins? I've seen Officer Akins check in. It's past 9:30, so.
Defense moves to dismiss.
All right, Ms. Lewis, there's dismiss the cases. No officer. You do owe $156 for an old red light ticket that you got with this, all right?
Okay.
If there's nothing further, ma'am, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you. Let's recall the city.
Absolutely. Am I able to just pay that ticket?
Yeah.
Am I able to just pay that ticket online?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you. This is the city of Detroit versus Enrique Guevara, case number SP 1650629. Appearance for the record, please. Ms. Cox.
Yes, Your Honor. Enrique Navarra, por favor, si está aquí, diga su nombre.
Enrique Guevara.
Guevara. Oh, yes. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Guevara.
La abogada Sherika Harris, representando al señor Guevara.
All right, I'm gonna put you back in the breakout room. There was a little language issue, that's why we called you in. Ms. Harris is gonna get Mr. Guevara updated offer. And keep in mind, Mr. Guevara, you have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer.
Señor Guevara, nos van a mandar a un cuarto privado para que la abogada pueda hablar con usted.
Está bien, sí.
Okay, thank you. That is fine. Cuando vea la invitación en la pantalla, oprime el botón.
Let's pass the matter. I don't think you ever went to the room. Counselor Fuda, did you work that out with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We have an agreement on O'Neill.
But let's go back on the record with Cody James O'Neill. What's going to be the resolution if you have one? Counselor? Did we lose him? All right, let's pass the matter. Did you work out for Corey James?
Corey James.
Corey James Lee?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to
Corey James Lee. What's going to be the resolution, Counsel?
For the record, Joel Bernier on behalf of Corey Lee, the resolution is limited access 11 to 15. We have authority to accept that on Mr. Lee's behalf and are ready to proceed.
Limited access 11 to 15. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. With that stipulation, we'll find your client responsible for the amended count. Limited access 11 to 15. I'm going to give them till April the 10th to pay it. Okay.
Certainly. Thank you, Judge.
Best of luck to you, Counselor, and Mr. Officer Robinson. If you're done, you're free to leave. And be safe.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You're welcome. All right, let's go back on the record again with Cody James O'Neill. Counselor, I've given you an opportunity to pre-try this. What's the resolution?
Your Honor, my client's prepared to tender a plea of responsible to the drove in an unsafe manner. Prosecutors dismissing the failure to signal, and then the following too closely is going to be amended to impeding traffic.
The face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea on your client's behalf?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, with that stipulation, we'll find your client responsible for the amended counts of blocking traffic amended count for the following too close, and then the as charged to the unsafe manner. I'm only going to fine him $175. Have until May the 10th to pay it. Best of luck to you. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
You as well. You be safe out there as well too, officer. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
Ready as Lamar, Your Honor.
All right, let's call it. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lamar. Ms. Lamar, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail herself of the current offer of the prosecution, which is to enter a plea to allowing as to the improper license, the remaining matters to be dismissed.
That's what you want to do, Ms. Lamar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up? Who are you looking at? Who are you looking at?
My daughter.
All right, do you understand what's going on?
Yeah, yes.
Do you have any questions?
No. He gave me a total amount.
Understand that, but we got to go through that you understand your rights. We want to make sure that you know that. And if you have any questions about it, if you don't understand something about either the procedure or whatever, then you can ask me.
Okay. I believe I understand.
I want you to know that you understand.
Okay, can you explain them again?
All right, so
I'm sorry.
Mr. Berry should have gone over with you this advice or rights form. The one right that I always stress, and I asked this in the beginning, is do you know you have an absolute right to a trial? And that's either by judge or by jury. There are some other rights on here that he should have gone over with you. You have a right to an attorney, and if you can't afford one appointed a public expense, that's Mr. Berry. You have a right to repay the expenses. You may have to repay the expense of the court-appointed attorney. Not in this case, or it'll be wrapped up in the fine of the $240. If you have a trial, you have the following rights: to call witnesses to speak to you at trial. You may get an order signed by the judge to require witnesses to come to court, to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial, to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify, to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Number 6, if you plead guilty or no contest and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind. So basically, once you take this deal, you're giving up your rights. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to be released on bond. If you are now on probation or parole and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or jury, it may result in a violation of your probation or parole. You can be sentenced to jail and fines plus costs. The court will tell you on the record the name of the offense, the mandatory minimum jail sentence, if any, and the maximum possible penalty for the offense. That's what I said. You understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. You understand that, right, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fees, costs, and other financial obligations imposed by the court must be paid at the time of assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for good cause shown. If you are not able to pay due to financial hardship, contact the court immediately to request a payment alternative. And appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days from date of sentence or as permitted pursuant to MCR 6.625B. If the sentence includes incarceration, and if you wish to file an appeal but are financially unable to retain a lawyer, the court will appoint a lawyer to represent you on appeal if the request for a lawyer is made within 14 days after sentencing. The last thing on this advice or right sheet is federal law and
$150.
all right, Mr. Lydell, that's the last time I'm going to ask you not to interrupt my court. Number 12 is federal law or state law may prohibit you from possessing or purchasing ammunition or a firearm, including a rifle, pistol, or revolver, if you are convicted of a misdemeanor crime of violence and you are a current or former spouse, parent, or guardian of the victim, you share a child in common with the victim, you are or were cohabitating with the victim as a spouse, parent, or guardian, or you are or were involved with the victim in another similar relationship. Those are the rights that Mr. Berry should have gone over with you, and just have to make sure that you understand them, ma'am. And if you have any questions on them, we'll answer them for you. You understand those rights?
I understand, Your Honor.
And you know by taking this deal, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And lastly, has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to October 23rd, 2024, around 1:02 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7 Mile and Plainview. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
No.
You didn't come, you didn't get stopped by the police, ma'am?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Yes.
All right. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
With my license is suspended.
Very well. I'm going to find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing Mr. Berry fine her $240. I will dismiss this when you pay it, ma'am. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. When can you pay it, Ms. Lamar?
In the 240.
240.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Come back on April the 10th, 2025, at 8:25. If it's paid and I see it in the system, you don't have to show back up. If you pay it one of these 2 ways, then it'll be in there, and I know it'll go through immediately. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, ma'am. If it's nothing further, you and your daughter have a very good rest of your day, and best of luck to you.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Very well. Okay. Cody Emmanuel Lundy, somebody's here to represent Lundy. Was somebody here to represent Lundy? Was there a lawyer here to represent Lundy? No? Mr. Lundy, did you have a lawyer? All right, where's Mr. Lundy? Did we lose him? All right, Mr. Berry, this is the city of Detroit versus Lydia Elistine Gates. Case numbers SP 1150878, SP 1604068, counts 1 and counts 2 and count 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then count 217229121 to the record. Ms. Gates, good morning. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. My name is Lydia Gates.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Corporal Baker, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I'm talking to Corporal Baker. We don't have a file, Ms. Gates. We have another Officer Williams. Are you there? Can you put, good morning to you, can you put your appearance on the record for Ms. Gates?
Good morning, sir. Officer Williams, badge 3410, police officer for the city of Detroit.
All right, I need you to, good morning to you. I need you to turn your camera on, Officer Williams. All right, today is the date and time set for a trial. This Corporal Baker is here. He's just not, he's probably, I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna put you, Ms. Gates, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Corporal Baker, you wanna put your—
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry. Corporal Baker, Detroit Police.
All right, what's the badge number?
Badge 21.
All right.
I'll go to the breakout room.
All right, run the room, Ms. Gates, and speak to Mr. Berry, okay?
Okay.
We'll pass the matter.
The matter
Yes.
ending in 121.
Is a driver's license never acquired? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 other cases. And then she owes a host of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 civil infractions. All right, that have long been in default. All right, I'll pass the matter.
Yes.
Ms. Harris, are we ready on Mr. Guevara?
Ready.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Guevara. Mr. Guevara, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Señor Guevara, le di la oportunidad de hablar con su abogado. Señora abogada, ¿qué quiere hacer su cliente?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting a brief adjournment so that he can come into compliance.
Su honoría, estamos pidiendo que le den un poco de tiempo para que él pueda tener las cosas requeridas.
Está bien.
That is fine.
I have May the 20th, pre-trial, May the 20th, 2025, 8:30.
Ok, en la fecha será el 20 de mayo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
20.
Your Honor.
Mayo. 8:30.
Yes, sí.
Your Honor, could he potentially come on the 21st, which is usually community court, where we know we would have an interpreter available?
Su honoría, lo podemos poner para el 21, que ese se llama el día de la Corte de la Comunidad, donde sabemos que habrá una intérprete disponible.
Come in the 21st.
Ok, pues entonces venga el 21 de mayo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, 21st.
Señor Guevara, es el mismo número de Zoom. I told him that it was the same Zoom number, Your Honor.
Mismo número de ahí.
El mismo número de hoy. Yes, same number as today. Sí.
Yes.
You said the
21st, yes, April.
21 de mayo, 8:30 de la mañana, mismo número de Zoom.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Tengan bonito día.
Have a good day.
Best of luck to you. And Guzman, I don't have a Guzman. Miss Cox, I don't have a Guzman on my docket. He indicated that he has a case. If he has a case number, can you give that to the court, please?
Señor Guzman.
835.
Sí, señora.
You see Guzman on there?
Your Honor, right?
Very well, I see.
Ok, ya lo encontraron. Pues no lo encontraba, pero ya lo encontró en el horario.
Ok.
May I see Mr. Bowman in 4?
This is the city of Detroit versus Adrian Guzman Arquinones. Case number SP 1652993, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Este es el cargo SP 16529931, cargos número 1, 2 y 3 contra Adrián Guzmán Arguinzona.
Tara Harris, on behalf of Mr. Guzman, please state your name for the record.
La abogada Sherika Harris, representando al señor. Por favor, diga su nombre, señor Guzmán.
Adrián Andrés Guzmán Arguinzones.
All right, today's date and time set for a pre-trial, Ms. Harris. Mr. Guzman, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Nos van a poner a un cuarto privado para que hable con el abogado. El juez les recordó que si usted no le gusta la oferta, tiene el derecho absoluto de pedir un juicio.
Okay.
Okay.
Join the room, please.
Por favor, cuando vea el anuncio, acepte la
All right.
invitación.
Let's pass the matter. Who's ready?
I'm ready, Your Honor.
You ready on who?
Gilbert. You what's up for a trial?
This is the city of Detroit versus Dalbert Gilbert, case number V134982124, V134982224. SP 1568235. And this is count two. It's really count two on the docket. Count one has been in default. That's a 21 to 25 over. Appearance for the record, please.
Aaron Overtree on behalf of Mr. Delbert Gilbert.
Mr. Gilbert, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Delbert Gilbert.
All right, did we ever get back in touch with Officer Hoskins?
My understanding is no. But there's a resolution of the matter.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't know. Did Officer Hoskins show?
Previously, you said that Officer Hoskins should show.
No, I had Officer Hooks. I don't see an Officer Hoskins. That was Officer Hooks that I said for Destiny Gilbert.
Okay. Well, we respect for the dismissal. For Officer Feldman.
Yeah. Okay. I confused myself. The Officer Hoskins never appeared. It was Officer Hooks with the dog cases for Destiny Gilbert that was here. That was set. It was just set for a pre-trial today, and she set a trial. So for the dog cases, I don't see an Officer Hooks, and have not seen that officer.
Your Honor, Officer Hooks.
No, I'm sorry, Officer Hoskins.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of unusual. Usually, Officer Hoskins is present and accounted for. Yeah.
He is. All right. I'm going to dismiss no Officer Hoskins. I spoke to Officer Hooks this morning. 3/27/2025. Those cases. SP 1682235. Count two is the other case. And what is that going to be?
Can I go back in the breakout room with Prosecutor Bowman?
You may.
All right,
room 4.
And then who's the officer for that case is Officer Williams. He's here. Officer Williams.
He's here.
Can you put
right.
your on the record, please? He may be.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
All right. This is for Delbert Gilbert. You have two cases going on, right?
Yes, sir.
Put your appearance. Good morning. Put your appearance on for Delbert Gilbert, please.
Officer Williams, badge 3410, police officer for the city of Detroit.
All right. I'm gonna pass the matter and let him rework this out. All right, so we ready on Lydell?
I think so, Judge, at least partially.
Well, what does that mean?
So, Judge, as the court might recall, the OTE case for Mr. Lydell was accidentally placed on Tuesday, and the court said we'd just handle everything today. Mr. Lydell does want to go to trial in that case. I think we have the officer for it. The question would be, since it's not on the docket, do you just want to go, do we go to trial anyway since we reset it for Tuesday, or do you want a proper trial scheduled on that? For the traffic case, we have a resolution.
No, if we have an officer, we said we'd bring it up today. If we have an officer, everybody's here, everybody's present. I don't know what necessitates bringing them back on Tuesday.
In that
You're-
case,
you're-
Judge, sorry, Mr. Bowman, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead, Mr. Dupree.
I was going to suggest in that case, Your Honor, we could go on the record for the traffic case, resolve that so the officer for that case can leave, and then save the trial for the end of the docket.
Mr. Dupree, who's our officer on the OTE?
Let me confirm that really quick.
That would be,
Yes, that's correct, Officer Parama.
Oh, okay. Who is here anyway?
here.
Paramo?
Correct.
Yeah, he already checked in, he's on the record.
Right. Okay.
Well, let's just wait until we get it all in one shot, then we'll pass it.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, see Mr. Bowman in 4.
Yes.
Judge, I do have to jump over to Judge Milhouse for just a little bit to
Okay.
resolve some pretrial.
All right, come back, we're almost done here, so,
I'll move fast, Judge.
all right, very well. Is Kenneth Lewis here? Is Kenneth Lewis here? Who's on the telephone? Oh, that's the one, no, that's the one that, this kid should be Kenneth Lewis Jr. That's the one that's hiding himself, the one that lied about his hair. All right. Anyone ready? Let's go back on the record with Mr. Guzman. Mr. Guzman, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Señor Guzmán, llamaron a su caso. Señor Guzmán, les damos la oportunidad de que hable con el abogado. Señora abogada, ¿cómo vamos a proceder?
Your Honor, my client was able to present valid documentation.
Su honoría, mi cliente pudo presentar todos los documentos válidos.
A valid international license?
¿Tiene una licencia válida internacional?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's transcribed into English.
Sí, su honoría, y está traducida al inglés.
I've dismissed the case for providing valid documentation. Mr. Guzman, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Señor Guzmán, estoy anulando todos los cargos porque usted tiene los documentos válidos. Ya terminamos. Tenga muy buen día. Buena suerte.
Ok, muchas gracias. Que tengan buen día todos.
Okay, thank you so much. You all have a good day too.
Thank you, Ms. Cox.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day. Thank you, Ms.
All right,
Ms.
best of
Harris.
luck. All right. All right, that iPhone, please, unmute yourself and start your camera, please. iPhone, unmute yourself, start your camera. What's your name, please, sir?
Emmanuel Lundy.
That's Emmanuel Lundy. Let's call it City of Detroit versus Emmanuel Lundy. Case numbers SP1. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. SP 1363774, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1436691, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1503338, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1503341 and 227408101. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Harris.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lundy, please state your name.
Emmanuel Lundy.
And for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Or not guilty plea on your behalf, Mr. Lundy, give you a $0 bond. Ms. Harris, see if you can help Mr. Lundy work this out. Mr. Lundy, keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial. If you don't like the offer that you're given, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
All right.
Join the room, please. You ready, Mr. Berry?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Lydia Gates. Ms. Gates, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client?
Your Honor, my client would avail herself of the people's current offer, which is to allow her to enter a plea.
Got the right case?
Enter their plea to 2 counts.
You got 20 cases.
Well,
2 counts of allowing and the remaining matters on and off docket to be dismissed.
you want to take the deal, Ms. Gates?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll do one improper plate and one allowing. Same effect, Ms. Gates.
I'm sorry.
We'll do one improper plate and one allowing. It's going to be the same effect, just so I don't have to take 2 factual basis.
Okay.
I'll explain it to you better. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
And you understood those rights?
Yes, I do.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
To pay my $90 reinstatement fee?
Well, that was the last time, ma'am. You never paid it.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm dealing with financial hardship.
All right, we tried to give you an opportunity to get that license let me draw, anybody offer you anything other than that today?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to July the 26th, 2024, around 11:55 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Greenfield and Outer Drive. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
I did not encounter with the police that day. Someone else was driving the vehicle that I sold the vehicle to.
Okay, so that's not, did you talk to Mr. Bowman about this, Mr. Berry about this?
We just came out the conference in regards to that.
I didn't hear you then.
Yes, we just came out the conference room discussing that I was not responsible for driving that vehicle at the time.
So let me try another. Let me draw your attention back to January 4th, 2021 at around 9:04 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Dexter and Davison. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, and I did have everything.
Let me just ask you, it'll go a little bit quicker if you just answer, I'm gonna ask you just yes or no questions.
Okay.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, he did.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No, sir.
And why is that?
I didn't have a license at the time. I was just actually.
Very well. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of allowing. It's gonna be a $240 fine. Let's do this. Let's draw your attention back to May the 26th, 2021, around 9:16 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Clements and Wildermere. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
On what street? I'm sorry.
On Clements and Wildermere.
Oh, yes. I'm familiar with that area. Yes.
Did you recall getting stopped by the police on that day?
Yes.
And were you operating a motor vehicle?
I was, yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
That's correct.
And why is that?
I didn't have a license at the time.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. You indicated to the court you're having some financial hardship. Are you working, ma'am?
I'm currently not working. I'm just going to school at the moment. I have health issues that's keeping me from working.
Are you getting any income, ma'am?
I get assistance from the state temporarily until I get my health back in good status where I can go back to work.
For those reasons, I'm not going to fine you for the second allowing, just $240 for the first one. You owe some other fees as well, as far as those old civil infractions. So $240 it's all I'm gonna fine you. I'll waive the warrant fees as well. When can you pay the $240? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and give you 30 days to either pay it or get into a payment plan. I'm gonna mark the file allow payment plan.
Okay, Okay.
So, want to do one of two things before, April the 24th. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person, or you come on down to the courthouse before that date, get into a payment plan, and we will, you'll be done with me. I will wish you the best of luck on getting your health back, man. That's the most important thing. And then after that, I wish you the best of luck on your employment and continuing your school. All right.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a very good day, man. Best of luck to you.
Your Honor, is it 240 altogether that I'm paying?
No, it's gonna be 240 plus those other civil infractions that you owe. But I'm just concerned about the 240. You need to concern yourself about the other stuff because I don't know, at some point, they're probably going to come after you for the money.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's why I put the allowed payment plan.
Okay.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
This is the city of Detroit versus Tredarian Rayburn Glover, case number SP 1685344, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please. And Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Glover. Yeah, there it is.
Glover, you have to unmute yourself. I think he might be working. I don't know. You have to unmute yourself, sir. You got to hit the unmute button. He's not hearing me. I'm sending the prompt, unmute.
Hello?
All right, good morning. State your name for the record, Mr. Glover.
Tredarian Rayburn Glover.
All right, date and time set for a arraignment. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. We would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Glover's behalf, give him a $0 bond. Mr. Glover, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Yes, sir.
Join the room, please.
How do I do that?
Hit join on the screen.
Okay.
It should have a join button.
There, hit join on here for me. We got to go to another some join. Okay.
All right, let's pass the matter. You gave me 2 files.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's pass the matter. Mr. Ogletree, are you done on Gilbert? All right, no response. All right, let's go back on the record with Lundy. Mr. Lundy, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we actually have a question for the court. I think he indicates that he worked with the farm program with Mr. Bell. So I'm just wondering, how would that affect these cases, or if that affects these cases?
It doesn't. It affects it. It affects it. By now, I expect him to be a lot more responsible in handling here, and he's here today. So that shows me that he is that he's living up to what at least as it relates to these cases, what farm has been taught. As a matter of fact, I'm going over there in a few minutes after I get out of here to speak about that movie, American Skin. Turn your camera on, Mr. Lund. All right. So, did you get a resolution at all?
I did not, because I didn't know too much about the program and what it was supposed to do. But my understanding is he does have a valid license. Is that correct, Mr. Lundy?
Yes, I do.
All right, run his license, please. So that
And then I will get an offer after we confirm his license.
All right. You want another case?
Sure.
City of Detroit versus Sharon Jean Obey, case number SP 165-89981. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Obey, please state your name for the record.
Sharon Obi.
Obi, I apologize.
Good morning to you, Ms. Obie. Today is the date and time set for a show cause. Go ahead, Counselor. Run this.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. I'm going to pass the matter momentarily. All right, let's go back on the record with Lundy. Lundy does have a valid license, so he's continuing to show that that he's committed to the farm program, and he's doing all the right things in rectifying this stuff. So congratulations on that, Mr. Lundy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so let's see if we have all right, on Miss Obey, let's go back on, let's pass the matter for Lundy. Let's go back on the record with Miss Obey. Miss Obey is valid, right?
Yes.
I'm going to dismiss the case, Miss Obey. You have a valid driver's license. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right? Miss Obey, Obey, I'm sorry. All right, do you have any questions, Miss Obey?
No.
All right, have a good day now. Case dismissed.
Did I have to show my driver's license?
You have a valid license, so we dismissed it for providing valid documentation, okay?
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Where's Whitey for Mr. Orr? Yes. Please.
I can text him. Dennis Whitey?
Yes.
What was the client's name again?
Mr. Jason Orr, Mr. Masseria.
Got it.
Let's Harris, you have Lundy, you're going to break out from 4 with Lundy. Go ahead. All right. Mr. Bowman, go to 4, please. All right, we have Lydell Faith OSC. Give me the correct pronunciation. I'm sorry if I mispronounced.
It's
All right,
okay.
let's go back.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's Ose, like the national anthem.
Ose. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yes, he's gonna plead guilty to allowing a black driver to drive.
You want to take the deal, sir?
Yes.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
You put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Ogletree went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I do.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, I do not.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, I do.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to April the 1st, 2024, at around 4:45 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Van Dyke and Toomey. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes, he did.
You couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No.
Why is that?
Because I didn't have one.
Very well. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing. $240 will be the fine. dismiss upon payment with stipulation of probable cause will dismiss the other matter.
Stipulate the proper cause.
All right, 240, sir, you also owe the 216 on that old civil infraction.
That's what that 216 is on there, because I did look at it yesterday.
That 216, let's see. Let's see. It went in default on February 10th. If the city doesn't have any objection to set it aside, I'll set it aside. We'll dismiss the case. We'll dismiss that. All right.
Okay.
Best of luck to you, sir. 240. Or when can you pay this 240?
I need 3 weeks. It'll be paid.
All right, pay it by April the 24th. April the 24th. Pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit. That's the day you're going to come back to. April the 24th. Any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDac after your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, sir. If you don't have anything further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
All right, all right, Mr. Ogletree.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to jump in. Judge, do you know if the officer appeared for Mr. Orr?
Yes, Mr. Orr, the officer did appear for Mr. Orr. That was the officer, get the officer's name. Who's here on Orr? Officer.
I think it's supposed to be Brown.
Oh, yes, he's here, but he did not, where's Officer Brown? He appeared on time, but he's not here right now. Officer Thomas? Where's Officer Thomas? Well, he was here. Officer Lucas, you came in well after the cutoff time. Who's your defendant?
So kind of early, sir, but my defendant is going to be Mr. Grimes.
You say what? What did you say first?
I was here kind of early. I had another case prior, but I got Mr. Grimes.
Grimes did not show, so I have a half-hour grace period from the time the case is set. You set for 9 o'clock. You say you were here early. I didn't see you. I don't know if I wrote you down. Oh yes, you were. Very good. All right. My mistake. Be safe out there. We'll failure to appear bench warrant, Mr. Grimes.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Best of luck to you. Be safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Let's see, at A. Brown. Where's A. Brown? All right, I'm waiting on another lawyer, Miss. Oh, where did Officer A. Brown come see you, Mr. Barry Bowman?
I've seen A. Brown. He was just in my cubicle 2 minutes ago.
He's with Orr. He's got Orr. We're waiting on his attorney to appear as well.
Judge, if I could be thrown in with Mr. Bowman, Mr. Whitey suggested I can try to work up the case. Mr. Whitey's stuck in an exam, but said he'll be here after. But I figured he said I could stand in for him to try to work it out if it's not going to actually be a trial.
Where is Mr. Massara? Mr. Whitey's associate.
He's actually signed up on it.
I don't know where he is at the moment, but I just texted with Mr. Whitey.
I have an offer on this case. This is who is this?
Jason Orr.
Jason Orr. And this is a trial. Jason Orr, and it's a BAC matter, right?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Dupree, I'll see you in 4.
Okay.
And Massarea is the one that's appointed, that's actually on the 5.
Yes.
All right. All right, well.
Am I joining you on the breakout?
No, just wait till he gets, does some work on it. Just sit tight, Mr. Orr. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. So Glover Osei, did I say that right?
Judge, can I get a break?
Okay, you need a breakout room with Mr. Orr.
Correct.
Go to 6, please.
Thank you, Judge. And Stephen Lydell is mine, Judge, if I heard you saying that name.
Yeah. So what we got? We need to get rolling on that one then.
I'll try to get Mr. Orr ready, and then I'm ready whenever the court is on Mr. Lydell. This is my last thing of the day.
Let's go back on the record with Lundy. Mr. Lundy, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, first we would ask if the court would take into consideration community service that he did as a part of the program that he completed in November.
No.
Okay, Mr. Lundy, so that answer was no. But it's my understanding that Mr. Lundy is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea to 2 counts of improper plate and 1 count of unregistered vehicle as charged.
And I'm not trying to be hard on you, Mr. Lundy. It's just that you did that as you know, to start on a path of responsibility and things like that. You know what the farm program is all about. Now this has got something separate. This is something that you left in your wake that you're clearing up. All right.
All right, understandable.
And we're already dismissing, and I know we do it routinely, but it's not something that the city has to do, is dismiss these tickets for providing valid documentation, but they're showing that the most important thing is that you get your affairs in order, and when you do get your affairs in order, like you have, and like I see you're continuing to do, then you get a bit of a reward. So what's going to be the deal, Miss Harris?
2 counts of improper plate, 1 count of unregistered vehicle as charged.
Now, what I can do is I can give him some favor on the sentence, because I think that 2 counts of improper plate and 1 count of what?
Unregistered vehicle as charged.
I think that just for document tickets, he just has 1 disregard, a red signal. It's just document tickets. Raise your right hand, sir. You want to take the deal?
Yeah.
Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mrs. Harris went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights? You understood those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up.
Yes.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And let me draw your attention back to September the 22nd, 2023 at around 1:56 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Hubble and Grand River. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
I did.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid registration and insurance?
Yeah, they did.
You couldn't do either, could you?
Not at all.
And why is that?
That's because I didn't have one. My license was suspended at the moment.
Very well. And what was wrong with the plate on that vehicle on that day?
It just had some expired tags on there.
Was that the correct plate to that vehicle?
I believe it was the correct plate, but the tags was expired, so that I think they had canceled the plate.
That would make it improper as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find him guilty of the amended count of improper plate for there was 3 misdemeanors, Miss Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Improper plate for the unregistered untitled, improper plate for not providing valid insurance, and as charged to the improper plate on the vehicle, being that he indicated that the vehicle was not registered. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you some love on that farm thing. And I hope that you want to do community service?
Yeah, I could do some community service.
Or do you want to pay?
How much would I have to pay?
You have to pay $240 or 12 hours of community service. That's I will take into consideration what he's done. I hope that that community service is not just done for the completion of those programs, which I don't think it is, or to get these tickets satisfied. I hope you continue on that path, because there's people that are a lot less fortunate than you are, and that community service is a good way of being able to help out society and making a positive influence. So 12 hours. So I'm basically giving you love, and I know that a lot of these are document tickets, and you got a valid driver's license. So 12 hours or 240. What would you like to do?
I'll just pay the 240.
All right. Pay 240. I'll dismiss upon payment. I'm not going to fine you for the other ones. And stipulate the probable cause will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. When can you pay it?
Could you give me like 2 weeks?
Come back on April the 10th, 2025. Come back at 8:25 in the morning. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it. Congratulations on it. Did you graduate?
Yeah, I graduated in November.
All right, congratulations on that, sir. And again, I mean what I say about the community service as well. But it's 240 here. I'll waive the warrant fee, and you owe another 156 on an old civil infraction. All right, so it's going to be 156 plus 240. But I'm concerned about the 240. You concern yourself about the 156. Okay.
All right. If I paid everything, do I have to come back to the next court date?
You don't. All right.
Okay. When was that next court date set for?
May the 10th. I mean, April the 10th. I'm sorry, April the 10th.
Okay.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Lundy.
You have a good day.
All right, very well. This is the city of Detroit versus Faith O'Shea, case number 247641691. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Harris.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name.
Faith Osei.
And for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
You are not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We're going to give your client a $0 bond. This is a failure to disregard an officer's order to be a good one for you, this young lady. I don't know if you're in town for some sort of protest or something like that. I don't know. Or you were just in town having fun, or it's not you, or you didn't do it, or whatever. So, Ms. Harris, talk to Ms. Osei. Ms. Osei, Ms. Harris, we'll get you an updated offer. If you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please.
Okay.
All right, pass the matter. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Glover. Mr. Glover, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's current offer which as to the school zone speeding ticket to be reduced to limited access 1 to 5, the remaining matters to be dismissed.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Glover?
Yes, sir.
Stipulate to the base of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause on the client's behalf for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
All right. Find your client guilty. I mean, strike that. Find your client responsible for the amended count of limited access 1 to 5, 125. When can you pay it, Mr. Glover?
Can I have 30 days, sir? I just got back to work.
Pay it by April the 24th, 2025. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
You do the same, sir. Thank you much.
Thank you. Mr. Graham, why are you so late?
I'm currently in TRICAP residential treatment, and I did not know the time, and I had just called your clerk.
City of Detroit versus John Axton Graham, case number SP 166152221, appearing for the record. Please, Mr. Berry.
Owen S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your name again, Mr. Graham.
John Graham.
Your Honor, as to the arraignment, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
Whether or not guilty plea on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Graham, was this a forced treatment, or was this something you came on and did on your own?
It's my parole agent put me here.
Okay, so this is not something that you consented to do. You were ordered to do that, right?
I mean, I needed to be stopped, and I'm glad that I'm here.
Well, but it's a difference, though.
Yes, I mean,
but accepting responsibility is the first step. That's the point I was trying to make. But the fact that you did say that you understand that what your issues are and you're glad to be there, I think that betters your chances of being successful, as opposed to someone that gets forced to do it and is doing it because they're forced to do it. So what I'm gonna say to you is right off the bat, I wish you the best of luck. And it says, observe leaving known offenders who scouts knew had a felony warrant, found paraphernalia on his person, Mr. Berry. So I don't know what all that means. Observed leaving known offenders who scouts knew had a felony warrant, found paraphernalia on his person. So I don't know, is there an issue with the stop? I don't know. Have a discussion with Mr. Berry.
Your Honor, can I ask two questions?
You may.
Mr. Graham, what treatment facility are you presently in?
I am in TRICAP in Saginaw.
Saginaw.
And that is Mr. Bowman, the city attorney, the prosecuting attorney, just to let you know who you're talking to.
And as we sit here today, how many days or months do you have clean?
I have over 60 days clean.
Say what, 6 years?
Over 60 days.
60 days. All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, join the room, Mr. Graham, and speak to Mr. Berry, and he's going to get you an updated offer. Let us know what you want to do. You have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, pass the matter. Who are we ready on, Mr. Dupree?
Judge, we have an agreement worked out on Mr. Orr.
City of Detroit versus Jason Anthony Orr Jr., case number Z8093051. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Dupree, P0122, standing in for the attorney of record on behalf of Jason Orr. Mr. Orr, your name, please?
Jason Anthony Orr Jr.
All right. Do you consent to Mr. Dupree representing you, Mr. Orr?
Yes.
All right. What is the resolution, Mr. Dupree?
Judge, the proposed resolution is for the defendant to plead guilty to a reduced count of operating while visibly impaired.
I guess that's why you said it so quickly. You want to take the deal, Mr. Orr?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand, Mr. Orr, that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Dupree went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did he not?
He did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to May the 27th, 2024 at around 9:45 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Finkel Street, in the 23,000 block of Finkel Street. Did you have an occasion on that day come in contact with the Detroit police around that date and that time?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you have something to drink prior to or during the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes, I have.
What did you have?
Fireball, liquor.
Fireball. Fireball, that's those little, in that yellow and
Yes, Your Honor.
and how many of those did you have, or how much?
About four bottles, 4 small bottles.
Small bottles, or what's small? Are we talking about the little shot bottles, or are you talking about little small pints? I know you didn't ask for pints.
Double shots.
Half pints. There's double shots. So you had 8 shots.
Yes, Your Honor.
That sounds more like it. Would you say this affected your ability to operate that motor vehicle, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't ask you. How are you doing on your testing?
My testing has been negative, clean.
It's been like that. I will check on that, but he said that last time, and it was clean. So will you stipulate to the will you stipulate to the data master for purposes of this sentence and the results of that on your client's behalf, Mr. Dupree?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, but that stipulation and that, I think that creates a accurate factual basis to find you guilty of the amended count of operating while visibly impaired. 4-point offense. It's I'm going to thank you, Miss. You had one failed to report back in February 12th.
February 12th.
February 12th, 2025. I'm going to find your client guilty about amended count of operating while visibly impaired. I am going to set sentencing for that on, I think we can get it done in 30 days. Sentencing at 10 a.m. on April the 24th, 2025. I'm going to order you to take a PSI, sir, a pre-sentence investigation report. I'm going to refer this to refer this to probation. You may get another probation officer. It may stay the same. I don't know. But you have the number to probation. And give me a good phone number as well.
Area code 313-879-7353.
All right, so, you have to submit to that pre-sentence report, sir, in order for me to kind of formulate an accurate sentence for your offense. I continue to, I want you to continue to do well on this, on the testing, and we're gonna remain, all the other bond conditions are gonna remain in place, until we properly sentence you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have any further questions, Mr. Orr?
Yes, this investigation, what is it? Who exactly am I reporting to or someone?
It's a routine thing. It's a report, and they're gonna ask you questions about your background, your history. They're gonna ask you questions about your drinking. You know, sometimes you don't have to answer the questions. Mr. Dupree or Mr. Massera can explain it to you, but it gives me a kind of an outline of who, in a short version of who you are, so, and what your basic history is like, if there's any criminal history, if there's anything like that. So it's not, the worst part is over. As long as you don't drink, and at least at the time while you're on bond and with me, the worst part is over. That part is just so I can know who you are and we can formulate a proper sentence. All right.
Okay, and just two more questions, Your Honor. So someone will be reaching out to me for the investigation, correct?
They should.
Okay,
Yes.
and you said the sentencing will be by April 24th. Same
It
time?
will be on April 24th, barring anything else. If they haven't gotten the pre-sentence report, then we'll have to put it at another day. But if they contact you and you do the report, they should have the report, and then you'll be able to go over a report with your counsel and make sure that everything in the report is correct and accurate, and we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any further questions, Mr. Orr?
No.
All right, I appreciate your patience, sir. If it's something further, I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you back on April the 24th.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
As well. All right.
That was April the 24th, Your Honor?
April the 24th at 10 p.m. A.m., not p.m. I'll be asleep.
Are we starting night court, Judge? I've wanted that since I was a kid.
That's way past my bedtime. All right, let's go back on the record. Ms. Osei. Ms. Osei, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel indicates, put the note on there that you want to contest this matter and you need an appointed attorney, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to give you two dates, Ms. Osei. The first date is going to be a pretrial date on May the 20th, 2025. That date is really set to make sure that you've heard from that appointed attorney, and that appointed attorney you've had contact and they've talked to you and you've got acquainted. If on that date, if you have not heard from that appointed attorney by that date, then I'm going to appoint one on the spot. I'm going to give you another date of June the 6th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That'll be the trial date. And that if your attorney needs more time, we understand that, then we can reset that date. I have a phone number here for you. All I need you to do is answer the calls you don't recognize or the emails. One of those calls or emails should be that appointed attorney. And again, if you don't hear from that appointed attorney, we've already said what we'll do. All right?
All right, sounds good.
Any further questions, ma'am?
For those court dates, will that be on the Zoom call too, or that's in person?
Are you in Minnesota?
No, I go to school in Michigan, so I'm staying in Michigan for now.
All right, very good. What school do you go to?
I was at Wayne State. Unfortunately, because I could not pay off my tuition, I had to transfer as a guest student to Washington Community College.
Well, don't look at that as really unfortunate. Look at the fact that you're still in school, and once you get all those A's, then Wayne State will be banging down your door to get you back. All right.
That's what I hope. I think they want their money first.
You gotta get the A's, though. You gotta get the A's.
Yeah.
You'll find the money, I'm sure. Just continue on.
I hope.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Best of luck to you now.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You have a better one. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client seeks a trial date and the appointment of counsel. Put his number and his caseworker's name in the chat.
Did you?
Not as yet, just a few more to the number.
All right.
Yeah, here we go.
Very well. All right, that's what you want to do, Mr. Graham?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 dates. You'll be back on the same as Ms. Osei on May the 20th, 2025 at 8:30. And you also have the other date. You'll have the other date for June the 6th. I've marked the file that you're in a treatment facility and that Alexis Presley is your caseworker with that number that was given to me by Mr. Berry. So answer the calls. Well, you probably won't, but somebody will. And listen again. May the 20th, if you don't hear from the attorney by, excuse me, then we'll appoint one on the spot. And I wish you the best of luck, all right?
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, be safe and stay clean and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
You as well, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go back on the record with Lydell. We have all the parties here. Today is the date and time set for a trial, and nobody could work this out, huh?
So, Judge, I will just note again, I think there's a separate traffic case we did work out, but on the OTE, that's going to be a trial.
All right, what's the offer on the traffic case?
It was to reduce.
So let me stop you. This traffic case went along with the OTE, correct?
I was under the understanding there was some, because I noticed there was a second officer here. I was under the understanding that there was a completely separate traffic case that's being handled today as well.
From what I see, these allegations were made at the same time. Let me make sure that I'm looking at this right. So the allegation of OTE was made on 11/22/2024 at 12:58 by Officer Paramo. And then the improper play 11/22/2024 about same thing. That was, and then he had it unregistered, untitled. And then there's another case. Same day, same approximate time, defective. So it seems like all one stop and just a bunch of hosted tickets. That's what it seems like. I don't know, because I wasn't there, so.
Sir, if I may ask some clarification to that, Sergeant Hornshaw here.
Why don't you let your attorney do his job, Mr. Lydell?
No, that was the officer, Judge.
Well, I don't need, I really don't need much clarification. That would be between Mr. Dupree and Mr. Bowman and yourself, and that I don't really need much clarification.
There are two cases here.
Sorry, Mr. Sergeant, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, so there are two cases here. Officer Paramo is my officer. He ran the OTE case. I have a completely different case with Mr. Lydell for a failure to signal when leaving a curb.
Oh, now that case was 3 days before. So that failure to signal the curve was 3 days before these other allegations were made. And that, I see.
That's what I was referring to as the separate traffic case, Judge. We've reached a resolution on that matter.
Okay. What is that?
And that is for it to be reduced to impeding traffic with any other citations on that ticket being dismissed or from that time being dismissed for valid documentation.
There's no other tickets on there. It's just impeding traffic.
Well, then.
Right, Officer Hornshaw?
Correct, sir.
It's just, it was a failure to turn signal, but it would just be impeding traffic. It would just be, you want to take the deal, sir?
No, that's not what I was explained to about. That's not what was explained to me.
Judge, if we could just pass the matter for 1 minute. There was some confusion. I wasn't assigned for the separate traffic ticket, and I think I misunderstood. I thought there were multiple matters on the traffic ticket. I knew that he had 2 other matters with the soliciting, but I didn't understand that what was going on.
So basically, here's the deal. It was 2 stops, 1 stop, 1 ticket was written, and it's 2 the times they alleged that he didn't use his turn signal on. One that we were just talking about on the 19th in the area of Edgevale and Brush. That was a failure to use turn signal. And then the other tickets were all written at the same time, which it also included a failure to use turn signal. It had another no insurance, no proof civil infraction, defective brake light civil infraction, misdemeanor unregistered untitled, and misdemeanor improper plates, and then the offer to a gate. All right.
Judge, if it's only if the failure to signal is alone, why is it, not to be too blunt about it, but isn't that only a civil infraction? How did it get here?
Well, because he probably asked for a formal hearing at the time when he came the first time, or we just incorporated it all in one stop. But okay. I don't know what the importance of that question is, because even if he did go downstairs, unless he were to beat the ticket downstairs, it would probably been a result of blocking traffic anyway.
That's what I was curious about. If the court would just give us a moment, Your Honor, I'll talk to Mr. Bowen and we can see if we can get this properly presented.
And then I think Mr. Lydell wants to talk to you as well. So Mr. Lydell, go back in the breakout room, wait on Mr. Matthew Dupree, and then he'll come in and he'll answer your questions. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna send him to 6 just so he gets the front. Go in the breakout room, sir. Let me pass the matter. Take a moment of recess. Mr. Officer Thomas, how are you?
Hi, Judge. Good. How are you?
I'm well.
Well, did you see Coates?
No, you saw him?
Yeah, you know, he came back last week.
What did he say? How does he look?
Um, I mean, I don't know.
You don't know? You ain't seen him?
Yeah, I've seen him.
So what you mean you don't know?
He said, what did he say?
No, what did he look? How did he look?
Oh, well, he was regular.
Oh, okay.
He was regular, but
He must know something we don't know then.
no, he told me he don't have the insurance.
He what?
He don't have the insurance.
What can he?
He said he was going in for his appointment. They called me back.
Y'all don't have the insurance?
We do, but they said he ran out. Everything he did, like all his appointments and stuff. I know, but they.
I mean, I know that this stuff is crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I was seeing them on the phone every day in the afternoon, trying to make appointments and get insurance here and there, but they didn't have to do it. So he said.
Man, this is crazy. You have a full-time job and your insurance do not cover something that serious. These times are so messed up.
He's supposed to be gone if they want. I was shocked to see him back.
But he doesn't look bad though, does he?
No, he doesn't. He said he felt wrong, but you never know with that one.
Maybe he might have need to go to another doctor.
I think he did.
Huh?
I think he did.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you talk about he went from stage 4 to stage 5, you in stage 5, just call failure, you ain't been around too much longer. Hey, but I guess it's God's will too.
Well, I'm asking every day, so what you doing? What's going on? But,
he hasn't come in here.
I mean, I know I was out a few days, but I was sick. I thought he came in here.
I'm saying he usually uses everything. I'll watch the call.
No, they got a little mirror coming too.
I know he does.
The Conan is kind of good.
It wasn't good.
It was, you know, it was like a B movie.
That's of course it's a B movie, you know.
I watched it.
I mean, just on the budget alone.
Yeah, I watched it. It was cool seeing the workers in it, like, you know.
But he wrote Coney all himself?
No, I don't think he wrote it all himself.
But he wrote a lot of it?
Yeah, I think he had part of it. Yeah.
That's sweet.
I know this one, he said he wrote himself, but they got a premiere on the.
That's sweet right there.
Yeah.
He told him he should take care of his health. You know, he got,
Well, it sounds like he's trying to.
He's trying to just not really accommodate him. He can't, there's nothing he can do. We can't get insurance. You know?
I just don't
yeah, they don't have insurance.
Yeah, he used it all.
Do they have a certain amount of insurance that you get?
I think it's a certain amount of appointments. He had so many appointments, I think it just ran out. I didn't know that happened. I don't get insurance through the job. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that works like that. They denied him the other day.
Cause he won.
No, they just said they wasn't gonna pay for it. I don't know the reason. Yeah, DHS denied.
It's just hard. I can't see somebody put that kind of serious issue. They're just basically telling you you're gonna die.
So he can't pay out, he can't afford to pay out of pocket.
No.
Absolutely
Who could?
not. He had to come back because he was gonna get kicked out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, I wonder he not gonna get his job and get insurance with
Yeah.
human services. At least he can take his health to be covered.
Yes, I mean,
Right.
you don't have no help, you don't have no.
No, man.
See how this society is making you do?
Yeah. I don't know if we should go in for we used to have better admissions, so we used to have 45%. They switched over to half. They don't cover certain stuff. They don't cover some stuff I need.
Apologies for that, Judge. We're now ready on Mr. Lydell.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lydell. Mr. Lydell, and you don't have to apologize for representing your client, Mr.
Thank you,
Lydell. You've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel are giving you an opportunity to pre-try what's going on.
So, Judge, with regards to all of the traffic cases, including the traffic citations issued at the time of the solicitation, we have a resolution, and then we're going to proceed to trial just on the solicitation.
So you're asking the court to bifurcate the matters.
Yes, Judge. We think in the interest of justice and the judicial economy, it makes the most sense. The defendant now has registration and insurance and has fixed the defects in his vehicle. So most of the matters for which he was issued citations have been corrected, and then he'll be nonetheless paying some fines. He'll be pleading to improper plates and then a single count of impeding traffic. So a total of $400 in fines, which I think is a proportionate penalty for the lapses at the time, allows us to quickly and judiciously deal with those and then address the misdemeanor, well, a couple of those are misdemeanors, but the true misdemeanor charge, the soliciting on its own.
All right, so Mr. Barry, so what, Mr. Bowman, so this improper plates that went along with this this allegation of soliciting and the unregistered untitled are two other misdemeanors that went there. Are you saying your client wants to plead to the one improper plates and dismiss the other unregistered untitled, correct?
Correct, Judge. And then of the remaining infractions, all would be dismissed except for one, the left turn violation would be reduced to impeding traffic.
That's the one for Hornshaw. That's the one on a different day.
Correct, Your Honor.
Sergeant Hornshaw. Okay, Mr. Bowman, are you willing to just dismiss the one are you willing to dismiss the one unregistered untitled? We just go to trial on the improper plate, or are you willing to just stipulate to? Well, we're going to go to trial on the soliciting, but are you willing to stipulate to that? Obviously, you are, because that's the agreement that you all set up, right?
Mr. Bowman, you're muted.
Yes, Your Honor, that was the agreement that Mr. Dupree and I have reached.
So you're willing to stipulate on the dismissal on the unregistered untitled, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to dismiss SP 16469 strike that SP 1647571. And you're dismissing the civil infractions except for the one amended count of blocking traffic, correct?
Yes.
That leaves me with an improper plate and a soliciting.
And we'd be pleading guilty to the improper plate, Your Honor.
All right. Well, let's start and just swear everybody in for the trial, since that's just going to go along with it. And after the swearing in, we can get rid of that case by stipulation. Because that's I think procedurally that works a little bit.
Understood.
All right. Mr. Bowman, this is your officer. We're talking about Officer Ramos.
Yes, Your Honor. May it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P33764 for the people. And I'd like to present Officer Paramo, Paramo, as it relates to the remaining tickets on this docket.
Okay.
Judge,
go ahead.
Before we jump in on this, I think we just resolved Sergeant Hornshaw's matter. I mean, obviously he can stick around if he wants, but I wasn't sure if he wanted to get back to.
Sergeant Hornshaw, you're free to leave. Be safe out there, okay?
Thank you very much.
Let's say this. You stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea for SP 164-12241.
Yes, Your Honor.
So with that stipulation, I find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175. That takes care of yours, Sergeant Hornshaw. You best of luck to you. Okay, be safe.
Thank you. You all take care. Have a nice day.
Now, Officer Ramo, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor, I swear.
Your Honor, may I have, if there are any comments on the remaining tickets, I'd like the court to read them.
The only comment that I see is observed vehicle not signal leaving curb westbound on Arizona Street.
Okay, good enough.
I see westbound on Arizona Street, observed leaving vehicle.
Okay. Officer,
I gotta ask this. Because I don't know if we're just spinning our wheels here or not. Is there another officer involved, or was Officer Paramo the one that's allegedly been that Lydell allegedly offered to engage?
Officer Paramo, you can answer that question.
Yeah, so I did have a partner that day. I don't recall who my partner was for the date of the citation.
I don't know if you broke up or not.
He
He
broke
stated
up.
he didn't recall who the other officer was on the, or who his partner was on the date of the citation. I hear you right, Officer Paramo?
That's correct.
Hey, that's what okay, okay. So go ahead. Is there any opening statements? Let's do that. Any opening statements?
No opening statement, Your Honor.
What's you, Mr. Dupree, any opening statement?
Judge, the defense would reserve opening.
Very well. All right, we swore in Officer Paramo. Is your witness, Mr. Bowman?
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer, can you please state your name, rank, badge number?
Officer Paramo, badge number 1410, police officer with the 11th precinct, Detroit Police.
And that's in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And officer, how long have you been a police officer with the city of Detroit?
Approximately a year and a half now.
Okay. And at the time of this occurrence, how long had you been a police officer?
Does it have a date on there when the
Yes,
citation?
it's 11:22 at 12:58 a.m.
Was there a year for the offense date? As
Your
I was
Honor,
sworn in.
does
Sorry.
the ticket have a year for the offense date?
2024.
24. 11/22/24.
I have approximately, I would say about 16 months working as an officer.
Excellent. And on that particular day, 11/22/24, were you working alone?
No, sir. I had a partner that day.
Okay, but we understand that you don't remember your partner's name.
That's correct. I do not recall my partner's name.
All right. As it relates to 11/22/24, did you write any tickets to the defendant, who is Mr. Liddell?
Yes, sir, I did.
What tickets did you write?
There were multiple tickets issued that day. There is a list of them on the court. I don't have a list of which ones were issued that day.
Do you remember why you stopped Mr. Liddell's car?
The reason I have put on I have on there for the PC is he didn't signal when he left the curb.
He didn't leave. Okay.
Hold on. Madam interpreter's not getting that. You have to repeat that. Mr. Paramo.
Yeah.
Officer Paramo.
Yes. Yes. So when he left the curb, when he was parked on westbound Arizona Street, he did not signal.
Okay.
Judge, I'm gonna object here. I just want to make sure he said that's what's on the ticket. Does he remember this, or is he just recounting what was said?
Is that from your own recollection, Mr. Officer Paramo, or is that something that what I just read in the matter? That's why do you have an independent recollection of this?
I have slight recollection. I did review my the ticket that I issued that day for what I have for notes, and I do remember him leaving the curb and not signaling. That's what initiated the stop.
Okay. All right. And so, and you observed that yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And based upon your knowledge, training, and experience, being a police officer, was that cause to ask Mr. Liddell to stop his vehicle?
Yes, that's what initiated the traffic stop, sir.
Okay. And you approach the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Liddell opened his vehicle? Excuse me. Did you ask him to open his vehicle?
That I don't recall.
Okay. And what do you remember seeing?
I remember an individual, a female individual with him. I don't recall the name, much information on the person. Maybe in my notes from the contact that I had, which wasn't included in the citation itself.
All right. So, and how did you, if you don't specifically recall having Mr. Liddell open the door to the car, how did you observe Mr. Liddell and an individual in the vehicle?
Repeat the question one more time, please.
If you've testified that you don't recall asking Mr. Liddell to open the door to his car, then, and he did not, and you don't recall if he opened the door, then how did you observe Mr. Liddell and this woman in his car?
It would have been through my approach on the passenger side.
Your approach on the passenger side. Okay. And was that observation clear? Did Mr. Liddell have tinted windows?
I don't recall.
All right. And obviously, if he did have tinted,
Hold on, they didn't get that last answer. What was that last answer to that question, Mr. Officer Brown?
I think it
So
was
the windows.
I know. I think his answer was he didn't recall. So my question would be, if Mr. Liddell had tinted windows, in addition to all the tickets that you wrote, you would have wrote him a ticket for tinted windows as well, wouldn't you?
I would include that as well, yes.
All right, thank you. All right, so is it safe to assume that you were able to visualize accurately you seeing Mr. Liddell and a woman in his car? Officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you looking at video right now?
No, my ears
okay. All right. Okay.
It's muffled.
And do you recall the location of Mr. Liddell and this woman in his car?
Yes, sir. It was on Arizona Street. It's between Brush and John R.
All right, and that's in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir. That's one of the hot spots,
Okay.
11-6 area.
Okay. You said that's one of the hot spots?
Yes, sir. No, for drugs, prostitution, in that area.
All right. And you know that based upon your knowledge, training, and experience of a police officer for 16 months at that time?
Yes, this is one of the hot spots that we have is 11, 2, and 6 at the time.
All right. And officer, do you remember where Mr. Liddell and the woman were seated in his vehicle?
I don't recall their positions in the vehicle. I'm sorry.
All right. And so you wrote a ticket for offer to engage?
I don't know. That's the wording for that citation itself.
What is the wording of the citation that you wrote, sir?
I believe I don't recall the exact wording as the verbiage for that one.
Was it soliciting?
I don't want to say yes because I don't recall. I know there's approximately 3 that I've written, but I for that one specific for Mr. Liddell, I don't recall which one I issued that day.
do you have any basis in fact in this for your interaction with Mr. Liddell for you to written a ticket for, excuse me, if I use the term offer engage, what does that mean to you?
Provided something in exchange for something sexual.
All right. If I use the term solicitation, what do you understand that to mean, if anything?
Similar, providing money in exchange, soliciting.
Okay. Did you have any contact with Mr. Liddell at the stop in his vehicle?
I don't recall. I'm sorry.
What is the basis, in fact, in your opinion, sir, if you wrote a ticket for offer to engage or solicitation as it relates to this case?
Well, there's a few factors. If they're unknown process to myself, I've come to know a few of them by name, or address. If during that stop he admitted to it, like I said, which I don't at the moment recall the complete interaction between Liddell and myself and other persons.
So fact number one is the area was a hotspot for drug use and prostitution.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Fact number two is you knew many of the sex workers by name.
Yes.
All right. Do you recall whether or not did you have any contact or observe that the particular female that was in Mr. Liddell's car was a familiar sex worker known to you?
At this time, with poor notes that I wrote on that ticket and citation, I don't recall. I put very brief notes.
All right.
Which is unlike what I do.
And lastly, you say that Mr. Liddell made an admission to you? Officer?
He's sure he fell off. How much longer, Mr. Bowman?
2-3 more questions.
We're not going down the same road of admission and stuff like that, or I'll let him answer that question.
Yeah.
If he comes back. Let me ask you this. In 2 or 3 questions, do you think you can make your case that Mr. Liddell is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? In 2 or 3 more.
So you're presuming that I have not made my case yet?
All I've heard is he doesn't recall. All I've heard.
I think it is necessary for the officer to come back so he can testify as to the admission that Mr. Liddell made, and I won't have any more questions. Oh, he's trying to get back in.
I'm gonna tell him to turn his camera off because it was better. Don't turn your camera on, Officer Paramo. We know what you look like. Mr. Liddell, let's see. Unmute yourself though, and go ahead, Mr. Go ahead, Mr. Bowman. We're back on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer, what admissions did Mr. Lydell make to you when you had the opportunity to speak with him?
I don't recall if he made any, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the city is moving to dismiss these tickets. This ticket.
And I'm gonna mark the file dismissed, no recollection, because that's what I've heard. And Officer Primo, if there's nothing further, be safe out there. Have a very good rest of your day. And Mr. Lydell, $175. When can you pay?
Well, my check for, I get disability. My check for April is already paid up. It's used up. So my May check, I can take it out of my May check.
Let's do it May 27th, 2025. Handed any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload to DivDat after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, Mr. Lydell. You as well. Have a very safe day, and best of luck to you. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Officer Brown, you're free to leave. Be safe. Mr. Dupree, be safe. We'll see you next time. Mr. Berry, Miss Harris, Mr. Bowman, Miss Mathis, Officer Thomas, Miss Williams Law. Everybody have a very good rest of your day, and we'll see you.